Went shopping yesterday, but there's no surprise in that, is there? We go shopping now and again, but the good thing is I managed to find some wood glue. This Gorilla Glue in Asda, which is a little short walk along the river where we are at Hereford Rowing Club. And the reason it's important that I got this wood glue is because we've accidentally managed to take the TV off the wall and it's left 4 screw holes. So I've got to prepare some bits of wood and glue those in and then re-screw the TV bracket on the wall. So we're going to do that today. I thought I was going to fit just 3 or 4 of these little toothpicks in at first, but I've worked out that I can get 6 in, but it does take a bit of effort. I think I'll put 4 in to begin with, like so. Look. Easier said than done. And then just squeeze, there's a little gap either side that I can squeeze another one in, and there you go. And that's nice and tight in there. I'll pop a bit of glue on the end of those before I put them in for real, and then let it set. I won't need to do much because I mean these will just break off at the right level and they'll leave a bit of a rough edge, which would be quite good for the screw to grab onto and drive in. So I'm hoping that'll work, but I'm gonna glue them up and force them in, and then we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is just take 3 of those and spread some glue on those so that can, a bit drippy, that can be sort of pushed into the hole then, without having the glue go everywhere. Just sort of try and get that glue right down into the hole. Mixing it around a bit, poking it in. Right, and then I'll get the other 3 and just sort of poke them in where I can, so that it's really well in. Yeah. Not wanting to get a toothpick up the end of my nail, I'll use this spoon to push them well in. That's it. Then bit of paper towel, I can break those off. Give that a wipe. And maybe use the end of this spoon to really push them home. I think that'll be a good repair. Here's a real close-up of that. The other 3 are not done yet, but I'm gonna see how we go with that. there you go. That's the holes filled. I think that looks pretty good actually. I'm pleased with that, and the glue, the Gorilla glue, should hold it nicely, and of course the little sticks of wood, the little toothpicks, will sort of nicely pack it out and give the screws something to bite onto. But I'm going to leave that to dry, and I'll get on with putting the bracket on the wall this afternoon. So this is the bracket that holds the TV on, and it goes, let's show you that way around. So it's got a sort of hollow back and 4 screw holes in it, and it goes on that way so that the rest of the bracket can slide over and grab on to there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that to one side, take one of the screws that look like that. They're a sort of Phillips head, and just offer that into there. I think putting the bracket on at the same time might be the best way. I'll be able to assess the strength of it at that point. I'm just going to put one of those in. So we assume that that's going to be level or vertical, as it were, because it's in the same place as it was before we fell against it. I'm not. Yeah, they are gripping in, so those screws are sort of going tight, which is what I wanted. So here's the TV. It's a sizable unit, but it should just slide on to there, and it's got a screw on the back of it to change its angle. I'm going to set that straight. And that feels fairly sturdy. Obviously, while we're driving along, we might go over some bumps, and we've never had a problem with it, but I'm now worried that we might have a problem with it. It sort of turns around that way. What I have seen is other people put a cover over the TV, like a tea towel or blanket or something, and might do that. But also what I'm going to do, I'm going to tidy up these cables. I've got some cable ties. These leads are very, very long. There we go, there's the cable tie just around that, keeping that out of the way. And from the front end there, it looks all nice and tidy, doesn't it? Better than having all those cables hanging down around there. So there we are, TV back on the wall, all fixed up. Only time will tell whether that fix is going to be strong enough or whether we need to do something different. The screws that were there had a sort of drill bit on the end, so I guess they're designed to go into the furniture board, but I don't know. It was sort of cutting wood away as it went in, which, you know, maybe not the best thing, but I didn't really have much choice, because as you'll see, the bracket there the bracket there is up against this, which is flat up against the fridge side, so you can't really sort of go through with too long a screw, otherwise you'll be going into the fridge. But there you go, all fixed up. We'll see if it stays there. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.